Greetings, hockey players, parents, and coaches. Welcome to the Continental Clash. Congratulations to each of you as you represent the very best hockey players born in 2008. This is an absolute honor to be chosen to represent your country and your region in this one-of-a-kind tournament to crown the very best team in North America. Yo, greetings everybody, my name is Joe Branco and I've been a DJ for 15 years and I'm about to share with you the tips and tricks that it'll take for you to get rich quick doing DJing. Love and generic support is mom's job. As a dad, it's up to you to instill fear in your child, a fear of failure, a fear of disappointing you, a fear of what you might do next. This commands the respect that you require to be an effective athletic and life coach. Greetings hockey parents, players, and fans. Minnesota is the state of hockey, and nothing is a more time-honored tradition in the state than the Minnesota State Boys Hockey Tournament. This event pits the very best high school hockey players in the state against each other to crown both the best AA and A-class teams for the season. The state tournament for the last few years holds the record for the highest attendance of any hockey event in state history. Yes, that means that more people turn out to watch Minnesota high school hockey in the state tournament than they do watching any Wild game through the year. Big game today, Ben. Are you going to try your hardest?
Oh, why do we always have to talk about this?
Excuse me?
Well, it just gets super annoying. That's not how you want to handle this situation.
Big game today, Ashley. Are you going to try your hardest?
Absolutely, Dad. I'm going to give it my 110% and use all those tricks you taught me.
That's great.
See, your parents just want to feel like they contributed to your success.
Greetings and welcome to Minor Hockey Mayhem. I'm your host, Joe Branco, here at Culturama. Today on MHM, we have our player profile of the week. We have an interview with former pro hockey player and current USHL scout, Gino Parrish. We have updated team rankings, last week's tournament results, upcoming tournaments, our Minor Hockey Mayhem clip of the week, and our parent tip of the week. Prepare your kids for the real world. Don't be afraid to swear in front of your kid. First, they are powerful words that can help reinforce the fear that you've been creating and are great motivational speech enhancers. Second, they're going to hear these words from kids anyway, and it's best if they hear them from you to understand the appropriate delivery speed and weight to give to those words. Having a commanding delivery of swear words is a sign of strength and confidence. Our third gift of the season comes from My Team Rocks, and it's the bandwagon decals for your car or really anywhere. So with the bandwagon decals, you just take your decal, and let's say you just put it here, right? This could be your car, however you want it to be. Then you take the remote control and you say, okay, well, Wild, maybe you don't want that to be on your decal anymore. You want to be on a winning team for once, right? Toronto fans, you understand what I'm talking about? Okay, so we're gonna change it. And there you go. So you got a different decal going on now. So maybe your new favorite team is the Golden Knights, right? Who would have thought? But you know what? Your team's doing amazing this year. You will always be cheering for the best team. And there's no better feeling than having a winning team all the time. So check that out, bandwagon decal. This week, I am very excited to be joined by NBC Chicago Blackhawks reporter, Nick Gizmo Gismondi.
Joe, it's cool to be here. I mean, anytime I can talk about hockey and especially hockey in Chicago and hockey in general, I'm all in.
You grew up playing hockey in Detroit. I think you had a career-ending type injury, and now you're the ringside reporter for Chicago Blackhawks on NBC Chicago. And how did you end up from a youth hockey player in Detroit to being such a big part of the NHL in Las Vegas with the Golden Knights and now with the Blackhawks?
Yeah, you know, I think it's funny. Hockey, I've always said hockey is this game that just, it's a brotherhood, it's a family, and it just keeps going.
So before we jump into the meat of those hockey career paths that exist in North America, I wanted to start out talking about youth hockey and the levels that are most common to progress to the next levels of a hockey career that may include professional at some point. Ben, I'm a little bit disappointed in some of your play today.
But I got 2 goals and 2 assists.
So that doesn't mean you played your best, does it?
Yeah, it does.
No, I don't care how great you did. I want to hear what you can do to improve. If you're not looking at what you can improve, you're failing.
How? What Dad is looking for here is to not point out what went well, is to point out what we need to work on.
Ashley, I'm a little bit disappointed in your play today.
I'm disappointed in my play too. I wish I could have gotten my pop time to 2.0 like we agreed on, instead of 2.3.
I'm glad you've been thinking about that. I think we can all improve from this.
Yeah.
Requests! I think the great Steve Jobs once said, people don't know what they want until they tell you. The same is true for DJing. The clubbers that are listening to your set can read the crowd because they're in the crowd.
The most annoying part is, of course, my dad.
Well, I'm a motivator. It's what I do, and I think the kids really respond well to it and understand what we're trying to build together. These kids are just begging for you to help craft them and guide them into a sports powerhouse that you've planned for them. Do I personally feel bad about parents who have kids who suck at sports? No, because it's your own fault. My kids' athletic success starts with me, and it starts with ripping apart the foundation of comfort and self-value that their mother's been instilling in them since birth. They need to understand early on that they suck, but we're going to work together to achieve greatness. Ben. Are you awake?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Hey, I know it's late, but look at these awesome tricks. I think we should start working on these right now. They look insane, but I think we can really work on these. What do you think?
It's 3 in the morning.
I know it's 3 in the morning, but do you want to go out and try it right now? Fine, I guess you don't want to be in the NHL. God! Food! California has the best food in the United States, hands down. For starters, California has the best produce you will ever find in the United States. You'll find farm fresh markets all over the state. We also have the best avocados on earth. Thanks, Fallbrook, California. And we're blessed with the best garlic on earth. Thanks, Gilroy, California. And perhaps the most crucial food advantage that Californians enjoy is the best Mexican food. Close proximity to the country of Mexico has allowed California to be the king of Mexican cuisine here in the United States. Our next gift is a very special gift for those youth players in your family. Now, this comes right from the heart and right from the pocketbook, from the parents to your young hockey players. It's the framed receipt, and you can autograph it if you like, but the framed receipt for your hockey season this year. It has the receipt from your organization. It has all the receipts from all the tournaments, all the meals, all the sticks, all the pucks, all the equipment, everything that you've purchased in the last year or last season, you get here framed for them to keep for a memento forever, so they know how much you love them based on how much you've paid for them. Teaching your children sports should always trump schoolwork because they can study anytime. School's not going away and it doesn't matter when they start. But their bodies, well, those are only going through the maturing cycle one time, and it's imperative to hone that muscle memory and athletic prowess early on. It's tough to find the right balance between bragging and appearing humble. Every time you reference your team in a post, be sure to state the age range and skill level. Squirt A, for example. Always list an impressive stat from your individual child's performance, while also padding it with a well-done comment to the team as a whole. This will make you seem like you are genuinely more interested in team success versus your child's individual achievement. A good stat is always out there if you look hard enough. And if none pop to mind, you can make a strong comment about how your young athlete's hockey sense generated the opportunities that allowed the team to succeed. This week's player profile of the week is 08 Junior Kings goalie, Morgan Stickney. Hi, Morgan. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Joe. Thank you for having me on your show.
So you're a goalie for the 2008 LA Junior Kings, and your team is currently ranked #1 in the country. What makes your team so special?
Yeah, I'm the goalie for the 2008 Junior Kings. What makes our team so special is that we have lots of skill and we work together a lot. Also, 4 of us have been together since we were like 4, and the rest of us have been together for 2+ years.
So you're one of the only female hockey players that I know that's playing at this age at the AAA Tier 1 level in the United States. Do you feel any additional pressure or expectations as a female playing in this top level of play in the U.S. with players that are 99.9% male?
Yeah, I'm one of the few girls playing boys hockey, Tier 1. I don't really feel any more pressure playing boys hockey because I've been on this team for a long time, and during practice, I just play really hard.
Here's a few hockey parenting notes for the record. The age at which your son or daughter should be able to tie their own skates is 10.
Dad!
What?
Can you tie my skates?
No, you're 10 years old.
But I can't do this!
Yes, you can. Do it.
Please help! I can't do this.
Nope. The age you should be able to carry your own hockey bag is 8, and no bags with wheels. You see it as an easy way for your kid to transition from mommy and daddy carrying a bag to them being able to carry their own bag, but coaches and other hockey parents see it as this.
He don't remember any tournaments, no games. Who cares about that? Like, he likes playing with his friends. So I know it simplifies it, and don't get me wrong, he has dreams and all that kind of stuff, but his actual memory and the things he loves about hockey, when he thinks about the love for hockey, he thinks about playing outside.
Well, I lived on the outdoor rink, growing up where I grew up, and there was nothing more fun than doing that. And also, you got better.
Competition. The world is a competitive place, so it's important to teach the importance of winning early on. Nobody wants a loser. Not a potential boss, not a potential girlfriend, not my high school coach apparently. So it's imperative to turn everything in your child's life into a competition. Whether that be getting homework done quicker than his sister, or drawing and coloring better than anyone else, or looking cooler than everyone else, or winning at board games, or winning at video games, or being the best on their hockey team. But the most important part of teaching competition is to not ever let them win. Teaching kids that a mediocre performance should be rewarded with the win is counterproductive to growth and maturity. Teach them from early on that if a trophy doesn't say first place, it goes directly in the trash.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I got second place in my tournament last weekend.
Oh. Well, you know what to do. Welcome to our newest segment, our Dad Joke of the Week. Dad jokes are important. As a hockey parent, especially a father, it's important that you understand and have a repertoire of dad jokes ready to go at all times. Here's our Dad Joke of the Week. Develop a set of hand signals that you and your player understand so that he can make key adjustments. This should include Ben, what are you doing?
Reading.
Come on, I told you anytime you have free time, you should be out there taking shots. Do you care about getting in the NHL or not?
Yes.
Well, come on, let's go.
Oh my God.
Seriously. Why don't you take this more seriously, okay?
Fine.
Yeah, fine. Fairness. As a hockey parent, it's up to you to protect the fairness allotted to your child. Bring a stopwatch with you to all games. Your kid is likely the only one getting short-shifted every single shift. You need to record that data so that after the game, you can provide that data to the coach so that they can make the appropriate adjustments to protect the fairness given to your child. All right, now it's time for our hockey parent tip of the week. As you heard from Dave Fromm of the USHL earlier, don't ruin a moment of positivity. If your son or daughter is excited about their performance or a certain play, join in on that excitement. Don't use that moment to transition to negativity. Maybe save those comments for another time. They need to know that you were there to support them and share in their success. You'll find that your nuggets of advice and things to work on will be much better received if you've always been there to positively support them and the progress that they've made. Sports! California has the most professional sports teams in the United States of any state, and our fans are intense. With so many professional teams, we have great in-state rivalries. The Sharks, for example, would rather have any other team in the NHL win the Stanley Cup than the LA Kings.
AAA hockey, most of the U.S. plays that at the top level. And how does that compare to Minnesota high school hockey? And if given the choice, what would you recommend and why?
AAA is crap. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, it's. I mean, I'm remarkably biased in this, but at the same time, knowledgeable of what's outside of Minnesota.
All right, you're already well on your way to understanding what it takes to be a Californian. But first things first, you need a job before you can move out here. Don't worry, we have that covered, and it's called Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is the home to all of the greatest technology and entertainment companies in the world, including Apple, Facebook, Google, Twitter, Nvidia, AMD, Adobe, LinkedIn, Uber, Yelp, Yahoo, eBay, Cisco, Craigslist, Netflix, Pixar, Disney, Lucasfilm, Pandora, Zynga, ILM, EA, and literally thousands more. If you are just starting college, I highly recommend, as someone who worked at Apple, that you dump your liberal arts degree and focus on software development, electrical engineering, or some other kind of engineering sciences. There is so much opportunity, especially here in Silicon Valley, for your professional development and new opportunities to work on amazing products and platforms. Keep that in mind. This week, I'm very excited to be joined by former Cornell hockey coach, Syracuse Nationals hockey director, and owner of the hockey think tank, Topher Scott.
Thanks a lot, Topher, for joining the show. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And excited to hang out and talk some hockey here for a little bit.
Minnesota, nice. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Well, it isn't exactly. This is expert level passive aggressive. To master this, you will need to be 100% conflict adverse, no matter what. Hockey. High school hockey is bigger in Minnesota than the NHL, NBA, and NFL combined. Minnesota produces more professional hockey players than any other state in the US. And is it any wonder? In early March, you go to any bar, restaurant, senior living center, medical facility, anywhere. Absolutely every TV will be broadcasting the Minnesota State High School Hockey Hockey Tournament. Even if the Wild are playing and they have a 20-game win streak going on, that TV channel is not moving from the high school hockey tournament. Local is everything, and these are our heroes. Persona. Being a DJ is all about marketing. Get to be an expert on social media management, promotions, and generating buzz. Be the guy with the red glasses, or the cowboy hat, or the vampire fangs, or the eye patch. Become DJ One-Eyed Skrilly. The most important part of becoming a successful DJ is your online presence. So now that we've nailed down your youth hockey preparations, what's next? The great news is that the options are vast. So here we go. Hockey leagues, teams, and career paths in North America. So let's jump into it.
Hey man, I appreciate it. I love the show. I love what you're doing. I love what you're going to be doing here in the future with the show.
Thank you. You know, as a USHL scout, what do you do, and what are you looking for?
Okay, well, we obviously we put together lists and then go watch tons and tons of players across the Western U.S. We have scouts all over the country, obviously, that are watching.
We are so excited for you to get to the Clash. It's time to find out who rules the 2008 birth year. Will it be Canada or the United States? Make your country and your region proud. I look forward to seeing each of you. Safe travels, and we'll see you at the Clash. Thank you so much for watching our list of the top 20 high school boys hockey teams here in Minnesota. Leave a note in the comments and let us know your favorite Minnesota high school hockey team. Congrats and best of luck to all those teams playing in the Minnesota State Tourney this year. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the ice. Best of luck to all of you, and I'll see you in the Chell.